everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be helpful for you and me because I'm going to be showing you my top tips on how to become rich in Adopt Me and how to get all those mega exotics. Now make sure to like, subscribe and tuck in because this is going to be a really entertaining video. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin with the tips. Okay everyone, the first tip is actually in the pet area where you can buy the moon eggs. And as most of you know, in 2 days, the moon eggs will go and they will be forever gone. Like you'll never be able to buy a moon egg ever again. That's why I suggest you buy like as much as you can, but don't spend all your bucks on them because that's useless. Not a lot of people will offer for them. Try to trade them as soon as possible. Maybe when there's 10 minutes left of the update, try to trade the moon eggs because just like how they first came out, people got so many good overpays for the moon eggs because they were brand new, and you have to trade them as fast as possible because the demand is going to go down very quickly. Also, if you want, especially if you're an egg collector, you can keep the eggs and the value will rise throughout the years. Like the safari egg, for example, a very popular example, or the jungle egg. They have increased in value so much because people, like egg collectors, they bought the eggs before they went because they're never going to be in the gumball machine ever again. So that's why I recommend buying the eggs and trading them as soon as possible if you don't plan on collecting them. Or you can buy 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 maximum as spares, and then you can keep them because throughout the years the eggs will gain value. Such as the woodland egg. I remember it was brand new and it was so good, but now it's actually quite good in demand and value, and it has a good legendary that's a fallow deer, and it's rising in value because of the fallow deer, because people think the fallow deer is preppy. Another example is the Southeast Asian egg, because you can get a leopard cat from this one, I'm pretty sure, or the Japan egg because it has a lot of cute pets that became kind of preppy and they get decent offers, such as the leopard cat. It came from an egg and it literally is worth about a turtle, half a turtle I'm pretty sure, yeah, in values. So the first tip is about collecting eggs and make sure to trade it fast and swiftly. Let's go on to the next tip. So this tip is actually pretty simple, and it's to log in daily in Adopt Me. And you may think, why? It's because of the star rewards, because some of you may know that you can get free stuff from these if you log in every single day and you don't lose your streak. If you lose your streak, you're probably going to have to restart everything. And the best thing is that you can get a free legendary egg, including the diamond egg or the golden egg. That means you can get free legendaries for free. Also, I recommend not hatching the egg unless you think you have insane luck, because you might get a griffin, and that literally makes the demand of the egg so much worse. So I suggest trading the egg without hatching it because it'll be a lot easier, especially for egg collectors, and it's just way better because it has better demand. And also trade it in normal servers, not trading servers, because it'll be harder for you to make them overpay. But I recommend trading for rare potions. Trade your legendaries for rare potions because they're so easy to trade and they're so easy to profit from. But yeah, that's the second tip, but let's move on to the next tip. The next tip is to take advantage of updates because currently we can collect skulls and we can get free stuff from it. But there has been a recent event of the Summerfest, which is a large event that happens annually, and you can get a lot of new pets. And recently, Adopt Me added this AFK grinding place in recent updates, and you can actually just AFK grind and get the currency for free. And I think that's really helpful because you get so many stuff from the update for free. Also, take advantage of the newer pets because if you have enough Robux or enough currencies, make sure to get them and trade them as fast as possible or as quickly as possible because people will overpay because the demand is super high. But as always, the demand will go down eventually, so I would suggest trading it as soon as possible, maybe like 10 minutes into the update or 1 day, because even in the span of 1 day or maybe even 1 hour, the demand will go down because a lot of people do get the new pets and the new currencies very quickly. So I suggest trading it as quick as possible. I feel like this next tip is super important, and this tip is literally what made me extremely rich with megas in my inventory. It's to make and grind for megas, because currently I think I made like 6 or 7 megas. I made about the goat, the frostbite club, the puffin, the clover cow, the ghost dog, the leopard cat, and maybe even the goose. I made them all mega by myself, and I gained value because I traded less for the normal and neon versions than people would normally do for the mega, because the megas have insane demand, especially for exotics, because my inventory is filled with exotics and they only get overpays. Like, they literally only get overpays. I barely see underpays for them, which is actually really good. So that's why you should make megas, because they have such good and high demand, especially if they're cute and exotic or preppy. But yeah, if you have Ada potions, I suggest downgrading your pets that you don't really want but still have high demand into like exotic normals or exotic neons, and then you can make them back up. That's really good because you can upgrade your inventory and you can get really cute and adorable megas that way. And I think that's such a good tip because that's what helps me get all the megas. Another really good tip of mine is to trade houses and also offer for them, because you can definitely profit. Currently, I have this beautiful preppy home that gets offered a lot of decent neon exotics. And you may think, oh, trading houses is so hard. How am I going to get offers? It's the thing that you need to find the good person, the right person to trade your house to, the person who has extra pets, extra exotics that they do not need, like rich people. But rich people that are not greedy, rich people that don't always want overpays. That's your target. And it's a person that has a lot of extra pets that they wouldn't mind trading this house for. And I don't think you should tell this to builders, because builders can already build houses, if you get what I mean. Just do it to people who don't really know how to build and they don't know how to make houses, because I think it's easier for you and also for the other person because they might really like the house. But yeah, it's to trade and build houses. That's a really good tip. The very last tip, which is also a very good advantage, is to spend your Robux wisely. For example, don't buy the pets that you can literally get anytime and that are going to stay in the shop forever, that are going to stay in the game forever, because they don't have any value. But you can buy the pet certificates or the ride potions or the fly potions, because they get really good offers and they get really good overpays as well, because a lot of people want to equip 2 pets at the same time, like I do right now, and it costs either real life money or Robux to equip 2 pets. So people will literally overpay and do anything to get that pet certificate. And for the ride and fly potions, there's always going to be new pets, so the value and demand will never go down, because they're always going to need ride and fly potions to ride and fly the pet. Ride potions have the best demand in my opinion, because the thing is, especially in trading, people ride their pets and a lot of people want ride pets. So ride potions have the best demand ever and they're so easy to trade. And here's a little trick that I always do. I trade a ride potion for a legendary, and then I trade the ride potion I have for 2 legendaries. That's an infinite glitch, and you can get 3 ride potions in every single trade. Now remember, not everyone will accept, and you're gonna have to look for the correct trader, the right person for you. Not everyone is gonna accept your offer. Not everyone is gonna do an overpay. Of course they're gonna decline. That's just life in Adopt Me. and you're gonna get used to it. But yes, spend your Robux wisely. Make sure to get the things that you think is going to be really good and it's going to help your inventory. Because if you buy a random petware, that's not going to help your inventory, is it? Because it's literally worthless. Or if you buy a house, unless you're a builder or you're really wanting a house, I don't think you should buy anything. But yeah, or you can get a trading stand because that's really helpful as well. But yeah, always spend your Robux wisely if you have Robux. And if you don't, that's totally fine. You can just easily trade for it, but don't overpay. So okay everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was really well planned and I thought a lot of you would want a tutorial or tips on how to get rich after my inventory tour, because I saw a lot of you were shocked and amazed by my inventory. So I was like, I should probably do a tutorial and tips on how to get rich in Adopt.me. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below a pink heart emoji if you made it to the end of the video. Make sure to have a great day or night. Goodbye.